If I'm walking like this, I remember who she was. She would push one hand here and one hand on my shoulder and do this. And she would say, "Seedhe chala kar. Seedhe chala kar." This is what she used to tell me. And I started realizing that there is something terribly wrong. Because when she would correct my posture, one hand on the back and one hand on the shoulder, when she would correct my posture, what would happen is that I would genuinely feel a great shift in my body. I would genuinely feel कि यार कुछ तो बहुत गलत था जो मैं अभी तक कर रही थी और अब वो suddenly correct हुआ है. I would feel that about myself. And that's how I realized that this is something I need to work on. There is a terrible impression that you're throwing at others. People probably are not going to take you seriously if your posture is incorrect or your posture is slouchy. If you are habitual of walking like this, okay, with your stomach out, your shoulders down, your chin up like this, and this is something that I used to do a lot. This was a major problem with me. But to be honest with you, I took it very seriously the first time somebody told me. The problem is that you don't realize it on your own. There are several people around you. If you start to notice today, you will find out that many people around you do have a posture problem. They are not walking with their shoulders up, okay, with their heads in the way it should be. Because when you slouch, you usually get this. Your head falls back. I mean, this is one part of the problem. So, shoulders should be up, okay? Chest a little out, all right? Because when you slouch, your chest goes in and your shoulders fall. The worst part about this issue is that most people don't realize it in them. They do not know that they are doing this. It is part of their subconscious and this is what they've been living with. They do not know that this is something that can be corrected. Of course, you will correct something once you realize there is a problem with you. If there is a problem, you will correct it. But when you do not know there is a problem, what will you correct? That's the issue, right? So today, I urge you to try and throw some concentration on how you walk. How do you sit? It's not just about walking, it's even about the way you sit. The people who have a problem with their posture will also sit like this. They will sit like this. Okay, like I'm sitting right now. If I do have a problem with my posture, which I do not have now anymore, I would sit like this and talk. But since I do not have a problem with my posture, I'm very watchful that I'm sitting like this when I'm talking to you. You realize, you see, acha, haan, ho raha hai mere saath aisa. And then you accept, yeah, there is a problem with me, but it can be solved. Now, there may be a concern in your head, ke, bhai, is it really that important? Do I really need to do something about this, or can I go on with my life the way I have been and it's all right, there are more important things to look at. Now, I want to tell you that slouching is a big problem because it reflects very poorly on you. If you have a problem of slouching, if you have a bad posture, people will not take you seriously. I've heard it from somebody that I do not want him to be a part of my cricket team. I do not want this guy to be on my side because I don't trust him because his posture is terrible. I've heard things like these. I'm not kidding. Talking about my own posture. When I was a little child, this is when I was in class 7th or 8th maybe. And that was the time when I was actually going through some trauma in my life. By trauma, I would mean from the perspective of a child. Okay, when you're a child, your traumas are, they vary, right? Even the small things are big for children. I was going through school shift and a lot of bullying from children in my school and bullying from teachers. Even the teachers, a few teachers were bullies. They would make fun of you, mock you in front of everybody, throw jokes at you, taunt you, and all of those things were happening in my life around then, because of which I feel I had developed a very poor confidence and it kind of got into my personality and my posture as well. So I don't know if the two things were connected or not, but when I look back at it, I feel it may have something to do with my posture around then. And then somebody started correcting me. I mean, it was somebody from my family who realized this and made me realize, hey, yaar, tu bahut kharab chalti hai. Something is wrong with your posture. You need to correct it. Pull up your shoulders. And that was the first time I realized that there is something wrong with my posture. I want you to know it is not just bad for your confidence, it is also very bad for your spine. It's bad for your spine. It's bad for your body. Now talking about how to correct it. What can really be done about this? There are stages to correcting anything. First, you might feel a little uncomfortable or maybe a lot uncomfortable. You may feel that this is very difficult. This cannot be corrected. This is going to remain like this. I cannot keep paying attention to this. I have 10,000 other things to look at. There are so many things that I have to do in a day. I cannot keep watching my posture all day. You may feel that, and it's all right. It's okay if you feel this way. It is going to take you some time, okay? So in the beginning, it will get uncomfortable, and there'll be several moments in a day that you will feel that you're slouching again. But as you become more aware of this, your awareness level will go up, and gradually your posture problem is gonna come down. The more aware you are, the lesser slouching you will do. Okay, and initially you will have to handle it with your awareness, but then, like everything else in your life that you're watchful of or you're measuring, you do get better at those things, right? Similarly, this is something that will become automatic for you. You will not have to observe yourself anymore. Okay, it will be in your system. It will be who you are now. It will naturally come to you. You will not slouch anymore, and even if your awareness takes you there where you are looking at yourself and thinking, am I slouching? The answer will be no, I'm not slouching. I'm all right now. And this is something that I've gone through myself. And so I can promise you that this is how it happens. Initially, you will be aware, you will be uncomfortable. The more and more you correct yourself, the better it will get. And eventually, the awareness will also die away and your posture problem will go with it. And now you are free of that slouching and you are like straight and smart. You're sitting upright, and that's important. There are two things that you can do here. First, make a buddy, okay? Tell somebody that you have to be somebody whom you're more in contact with. Tell that person that you need to watch my posture the way I was watching my husband's posture, okay? I was very watchful of his posture. Like I would correct him no matter what. No matter where we are, in public, in private, I would always correct his posture. And that's how gradually, in just a matter of few days or just a few weeks, he could actually come out of that issue completely. So first is having a buddy, appointing a buddy. Okay, appoint somebody your buddy that you're going to be watchful of my posture. Whenever I slouch, just let me know. Okay. And that way you will gradually become even more aware of your own self. Second is that you can use the help of your reminders in your phone. Everybody has that reminder app. Use your reminders, something that can remind you every 3 or 4 hours or 6 hours or 12 hours to watch your posture. A small reminder is enough to take care of you. Okay, so use your reminders and appoint a buddy, and it shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 weeks maybe. If you're watchful and if you're being careful, you will correct your posture and you will not slouch. It will actually solve maybe a few medical problems for you that may be about to come up because you were not watchful of your spine. So it may help you medically, it will definitely help you with your confidence levels, and it will definitely make you feel good about yourself. And also you'll feel taller. Now, my husband, Sahil, had a problem with his posture, and his shoulders were a little, when he would walk, or I don't know about sitting, but when he would walk, his shoulders would come a little closer and the back would come out a little. Again, the same thing that I'm talking about. And I realized that. I made him realize it, and he observed it, because the moment somebody is in a bad posture, when you correct their posture, they can feel it in their body कि हाँ कुछ गड़बड़ थी जो अभी सही हुई है. It's not something that they can deny. No, my posture is absolutely all right. It's something you can see, but I cannot. No, everybody will realize. The moment you make them realize, if you see it maybe in your sibling, your parents, let them know. They will feel कि हाँ सही कह रहा है ये. So when I made him realize, I pulled his shoulders back. I'm like, why are you walking like this? This is not good for you. Walk proper, walk straight, upright. And he realized. And what happened is that it took him a few weeks or so, not exactly, I don't know, weeks or months, but it did get corrected and it is perfect now. Now it is automatic for him. So initially what would happen is that I had to correct him several times. And we are friends, so I can correct him. I had that kind of entitlement on him. ठीक है, he wouldn't mind if I correct him twice in a day or thrice in a day. He'll understand that I'm saying it for his benefit. And so I started correcting him, and I was very vigilant of it. I kept on telling him, correct your posture. Or what I would do was that I would just, when he's walking right next to me, I would just place a hand on his back. And the moment I will place a hand here, he will understand that I'm talking about his posture and he'll correct his posture. So that would happen a lot. And exactly a few weeks later or so, it started getting into his system. He started realizing it on his own. And there came a time that now I don't need to correct him at all. I'm talking about just the last few months. This is how it happened, okay? So he corrected his posture. Now it's perfect. So this is exactly what I'm saying, that there are stages to correcting anything. So that's all about it in the video today. Thank you very much. You can thank me later. It's okay. Just correct yourself and let me know in the comments how many of you are just asking you, are you slouching? Like, do you have this habit of slouching? If you do, how do you feel after listening to this video? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear it from you, and I want to feel that I could help you. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.